I mean, I'm playing The Last of Us, but please, I don't know if you know any spoilers. Don't say anything. Okay,
I never played the first or the second one. I want it to be like controversial.
Most series, it's like I feel like the first is not the best in the series. It's just, it's not common. I mean, like Devil May Cry 3 is better than 1, and Metal Gear Solid 2 is probably better than Metal Gear Solid 1, although that one might not even count because he made like 3 Metal Gear games beforehand.
Metal Gear Solid 3 is the best.
Yeah, and you could say, 3
Will I die on this
better.
hill? Yes.
Resident Evil 1 is so Kino, but it's not the...
It's really hard because, like,
it's not the
classic
best.
Resident Evils, like, all of them are really good in
I know.
their different ways.
It's not the best gameplay-wise, but Resident Evil 1 is pure Kino, so... Silent Hill 1 is not the best. It might be my favorite, but it's not the best game. Like,
yeah. Like, these like, differences are, like...
Clock Tower 1 is not the best. Like, the Super Nintendo one is not better than the PlayStation 1 one. Thank you. That triggered a very small percentage of people, but it triggered the heck out of them. If you like Michael Kenny, if you're like, I like Clock Tower PS1 better than Clock Tower SNES, they're like, my Super Famicom,
I
can't get away from
Tower 2
dinosaurs.
the best.
What? Clock Tower 2? Were you even here for that LP? That was like 5 years ago at this point.
I think I watched it on YouTube because I just...
It's probably peak CIB.
If there's anything that I love more than good games...
It's bad games.
It's like abysmally horrible games.
Hey, there you go. I mean, that's all I've been doing for the past literally calendar year is just bad games, so...
Ooh, so
hello, Beat.
Yeah, so Beat...
is that all you have to do?
Yeah. In this game, Beat...
you don't even have to, like, see him. He's just like,
no.
Bye.
But when you fall down into a bottomless pit, he will save you at least once.
Oh my god, and I need save.
I don't know if you know this, Trev, but in Mega Man 11, it has, like, a super, super easy beginner mode where you can't possibly die by falling in holes. I know that because that's what Ferris plays on, and Beat is, like, constantly saving him.
Like the same thing.
You let Ferris play on that?
Mega Man 11?
No, you
that's
let
what he
Ferris
wants,
play
but that's
on the easy...
Okay, so first of all, he's 7.
Teach him consequences.
Second of all, you do know that Mega Man 11 is, like, ridiculously difficult,
okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mega Man 11 might be... It's not as hard as 9, but it's probably the second hardest in my opinion.
I know I don't have children, and I don't have any room to speak whatsoever about raising them. But
you gotta force... You gotta...
too soft.
You gotta sit them down and literally just, force them to play.
You have to let them die on their own.
Hey, bud, here's, 4 years old. Hey, Dad, can I have my first game? Yeah, here you go, Castlevania 3. Beat it. Beat Castlevania 3. There you go.
A game that I have literally never beat.
A game that I have not gotten past the first, like, 4 or 5 levels. Beat it, kid. Oh, you...
do you know that
here's Ghouls and Ghosts, bro.
Do you know the Japanese version of Castlevania 3
is so much easier?
Yeah, it's so much easier.
Dude, there are so many examples. You would think that the Japanese are harder. Resident Evil 1, the Japanese one, is way easier than Resident Evil 1 for PS1 for us. Resident Evil 1 for PS1 is insanely difficult. And in the Japanese version, you get, like, double the amount of health and stuff.
No, there's some inverses, like Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
The difficult mode in America is just their standard difficulty.
Yeah. But, dude, when I found that out, I was like, are you kidding me? Castlevania 3 is playable.
I'm gonna get this just in case. Because I do have to buy one more E-Tank. Alright, so this stage is...
So the conversation completely stopped, and that's because Spencer just hustled his ass upstairs. And about this stage, I'm sorry.
I'm a husband, and I have children. That's Spencer.
I love having children. What a rude.
What a sucker.
There should be more humans. There should be, I have to continue whatever, like, genetic line I have or whatever. Like, honestly, this guy has not... Thank you, Rush. This guy has not learned the joy of hanging out and playing video games all day. Spencer hasn't.
Even though we do LPs once a week, every week.
Yes. Well, because he still has, like, the family and everything. And I don't have that. And you don't have that either.
No, sir.
And we never will. God
Probably
willing.
not.
Inshallah. hell is... What did you pick up there?
That's Auto's... I forget what they call it, like Hyperbolt or something. But that lets you buy some extra items in Auto Shop and also makes them twice as inexpensive. It's pretty nice. I did that pretty nice.
Twice as inexpensive?
Yes. Was that wrong? I guess it was an awkward way of saying it.
It's just a very interesting phrasing that I appreciate. And I'm not
I don't know how to speak English.
I'm not shaming, it's good.
Dude, you've known me for like 20 years.
It's good. No.
I cannot speak English.
No, I can't either. Like, that's a thing. I also have very interesting phrasings, and like, as someone who recognizes and knows, like, interesting phrases, I just want to say, that's really good. And I forget what it is already, but it's good. And this is a good boss fight as well.
Yeah, so hitting him, you saw me miss it a couple times. That is actually pretty tight timing. But it's still easy.
It looks actually like, you know, even if you miss like the tight timing, like after his invul frames.
Yeah, like you just have to dodge 2 really easy attacks, so it's it just wastes time.
It's pretty generous, like overall.
Alright, so Wily stages are coming up. I'm gonna buy a couple things from the shop.
Is this a one-part game?
Oh yeah, I should probably cut it.
Well, no, like, I'm just...
No, I should actually do that, because,
the Wily
this computer is not good.
You know, yeah, I actually remember this. I mean, there's speedruns of everything. I was watching a speedrun of this, and they pointed out just, like, how ridiculous it is to receive the final weapon from the mainline boss and then, like, warp into the same place and it's destroyed now.
Oh boy.
Pretty good.
I also don't understand, like, I guess just general plot is you find base while Wily's attacking and you fight him, and then he's your ally for some reason, and when he gets damaged in Shade Man stage, then Light repairs him, and Mega Man says that they're friends. I don't really understand it.
Who is Base?
The robot that we've been fighting. Sometimes.
But he's also our friend.
Base in trouble. You were gonna do Mega Man and Base, the GBA one.
That game...
Not bad.
Is that GBA? I thought that was Super
I'm
Nintendo.
going to say that I don't think it's as poorly made.
Yo, are you doing the hot dog with the...
Piece of bread?
Yeah!
That's all I had.
Oh,
Dude,
whoops.
I was doing that because we had a work picnic the other week.
Alright, I'm going to cut it real quick.
Yeah!
Teleport! Teleport!
Alright, so Wily stages. The first one isn't... Actually, this one is pretty scary.
Okay,
a lot
hot
of
dog with
pits.
a piece of bread. I just wanted to say
it's about as American as you can get.
Continuity.
Do you know what thing we make for the kids that's like actually not the worst thing in the world is you cut up hot dogs.
Bean salad.
No. You cut up hot dogs.
Sounds good.
And then you put noodles through them, like straight spaghetti noodles, and then you just boil them all together so it becomes like a noodle hot dog hybrid. It's really not bad. You know, like you take the piece of the hot dog and you stick the noodles through them, and then you just boil it like you do noodles.
Kind of.
Or hot dogs.
Okay.
It was not bad.
Alright, if I get through this without dying, I will be very happy.
Let's focus on like what's important in life, which is this.
Yeah, this is very important.
Hey, we all said we like Mega
Man 7.
So
part 1, I don't like where Rush is. I don't know why he's in the wall.
Thank you. Thank you, doggy. Hi, doggy. Remember that? That was the movie.
And then Tommy Wiseau, like, every second tries to just monetize it more and more.
Yeah, he's like, I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Disaster Artist,
Actually, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... Disaster Artist is actually, like, a good film.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know.
I like it.
It's like The Room is a funny movie because it's made by a insane hack, but like just I don't know.
I agree with Trev. It's like it's funny because it's just bad, but then when you're like, let's give this guy more screen time, he's like, actually, I am the funniest.
Only time I'll be using Scorched Wheel this entire playthrough. It's good for this room.
I did not know that this was a weapon. But
alright, so we're fighting Modified Guts Man. This is a very weird... Actually, all the fights in this game, the Wily fights, are very weird.
Damn. I wish I had modded Guts. If I could mod my Guts, I would never have diarrhea again.
That's a cool thought.
But no, like, I like Disaster. I think Disaster Artist, like, independent of, like, anything else, is just, like, a good, fun film. And I think as long as you, like, leave it there, like, it's just good. And I think The Room, like, independent of anything, is just, like, a fun film. And I think, like, anything more you, like, put into it, or you invest into it, like, mentally, or, like, you think about it, or, like, you look into, like, Tommy Wiseau or whatever, you just, like, detract from your own enjoyment. And that's just, like, how some things are. Some things are better just, like, you know, you appreciate them for, like, how strange they are.
But you don't, like, look more into it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I try to do with, like, most bands and people that are, like, it's like, I don't need to know about your personal life. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I like Metallica, and they're all huge jerks, like, IRL.
Yeah,
but I like their music.
The more you learn about someone, there's a very good chance of them just being, like,
yeah,
awful.
It's like, I do the same thing with sports.
It is like separating the artist from the art.
Yeah.
There's certain, like, examples where, like, you can't really do that, like Rage Against the Machine. Like, I saw some guy, like, angry on, like, Twitter. He was like, I used to like, you know, Tom Morello, but I really didn't like when he started, like, inserting politics into, like, his tweets and stuff. Like, alright. And, like, everyone was dragging him because it's like, do you know what machine he was raging against?
I saw that.
Know?
And it's like, dude,
like, it's
what?
so funny.
You don't even have to be a genius to just hear one song and be like, oh, they're a political band, got it.
So I think this is pretty easily the hardest stage in the game. This is a very, very scary stage. 2 hard bosses, everything else is very hard.
Let's get it.
Let's just get this over with.
Get on it, doggone it.
Because luckily, Wily Stage 3 is actually pretty easy.
That's why
we're going to be using Rush Adapter a lot.
That's why I'm proud that most of my actual heroes, like Tom Brady, are, like, not bad people. Like, I mean, besides people not liking him for being on the Pats or whatever. Okay, name something...
No, just noises.
Name something that Tom Brady has done.
Sorry, I'm actually making noises for unrelated reasons.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Or like Gordon Ramsay. I don't. Alright. I don't think he's ever done anything, and I look up to him a lot. But I also don't go out of my way to be like, I gotta look up everything about this person's life.
I think Gordon's chill.
Pretty sure.
Alright, so final base fight.
No, in real life he is.
So Base basically has what we're wearing right now. He has the treble adapter.
My wait is over.
So he will fly around and use the same, like, rocket fist that homes into me attack. And this is a very scary fight because he can pretty much kill me in like 5 hits. I also do a lot of damage, so it's just a very quick battle. But unfortunately, this is a very vertical stage with, like, less gravity. So when he's off screen, it will... the fist can't really, like, track him correctly. So this is done pretty outright so far. One more hit.
I like when he goes.
Nice.
I like when he goes Super Saiyan.
Space stuff.
So how in the heck are you supposed to do that if you don't have like?
I think his weakness is the ripple attack, and it's very, very awkward.
Love that background.
That is very good.
You only saw it for 1 second, but that was like...
It looked very similar to Cloudman's...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's supposed to be 3 of those guys there, but they all despawned, I guess.
Send that information over to the speedrunners.
I can guarantee you that the speedrunners don't use Rush Adapter at all.
Probably not.
Because you can't slide.
Oh, and that is inherently not fast. Nice.
That sucks.
No, it rules.
Actually, the thing that rules is the tracking, the homing fist.
Oh, it's so good.
That does roll.
Now you do have to be
Like,
facing
that's
them for it
so
to.
much better than 6.
This is the worst room.
And I remember, like,
just gonna
6,
tank
the fist being, like, ridiculously powerful.
Alright, so this boss is also very, very, weird
Well,
and
you got
technical.
lives, so even if
It's
you
literally
die.
a turtle, and you're just like, okay, turtle. It's probably not hard.
Yeah, that's what I say. Oh, okay, turtle. When I see a turtle, I'm like, oh my god, I have to get him out of the middle of the road.
How many times he headbutts is completely RNG.
Also, are you kidding me?
What is that?
Yeah,
Are
when you get hit with
dying
fire, that's
for
what
no
happens.
reason?
Did I get hit twice? I guess what happened.
Dude, there's a Vulpix right outside
Do
your house.
you realize that I Like Turtles Kid is like a teenager?
No, he's an adult.
Probably. And what by teenager I meant like 16 or whatever. But he's probably an adult. What in the world?
He's 30. He is now older than you.
The year 2000 was 50 years ago.
Don't say shit like that.
Excuse me.
Don't.
Excuse me. I am not editing any videos for any reason.
Alright, okay. Don't say stuff
1990 was 100.
Don't say stuff like that.
1990 was 100 years
retroactively
ago.
deletes the curse that I said before.
It takes it back. I didn't say that curse word.
Cuss. It's not a curse. It's a
cuss.
Because I'm not cursing anyone with it.
Hey, you got a cuss word.
Oh, emulator, save states. This guy isn't running legit.
This is an official Capcom product, so suck it. Ben.
Oh, I meant to.
You're an official Capcom product.
I meant to point out earlier how funny it is to me that Trevor's playing this on a PS4 Pro, and it's like, what's playing on your PS4 Pro? Mega Man 7.
But like I said,
so funny.
the Super Nintendo version of this has so much lag.
Yeah. I just, every time that there's
so
like...
they actually like included like lag reduction in this?
Yeah, there's no lag at all.
Every time that I see, like...
That's strange to me.
The worst one is there's 2 Atari collections that have maybe, I want to say, 30 Atari games. 30 Atari games on a freaking Blu-ray disc. And every time that gets traded in, I'm like, I hate this so much.
That's so
Do
cool.
you know what you could, like, legitimately, you could put every game made from the year 1970 to, I want to say probably the year 2000, every single game ever made on one Blu-ray disc.
Easy.
Easy.
Oh, yeah, it's like 50 gigabytes. It's not even close.
Well,
You could probably do it to, you
okay.
could you do it through the PS2 era? I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were just saying
No,
the entire
okay,
Atari
so,
collection.
like-
I'm sorry! I thought you said Atari.
No. I mean, like,
The entire Super Nintendo library is less than a gig, as an example.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Once we get to the
Like most
once we
ROM
get to CD storage.
I guess that'd be a little different.
Yeah, let's
but you could
include,
put
like,
you could put every
TurboGrafx,
cartridge,
like,
you could put
at
every
most.
dang cartridge game on one Blu-ray, and they're like, here's your 20 Atari 2600 games. It's like, I feel for that Blu-ray disc. It's like, I have so much potential, and I'm being used for this. I felt bad. Some of those Namco museums on PS1 where they're like, hey, it's Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Galaga, and Pole Position on one CD. I'm like, seriously?
Remember when they did Pong again?
Actually, that Pong on PS1 is pretty cool.
That rolled so much. I remember Nicholas.
One of these days, we should do that as an LP, Trev.
Yeah.
Like, the game Pong on PS1 is actually, like... You remember
really
Donkey Kong for
good.
Game Boy, how it's, like, a completely redesign of the game?
Yeah.
It's almost like that. It's actually really good.
But, I think, like, as far as, like, if you wanted to fit it all on a Blu-ray disc, I think you have to cut it off, like, just at PS1. Include N64.
I'm fine with that.
But, like, before, like, if you cut off PS1, you could probably fit every game before that. like
I
want to
say
Blu-ray disc.
I want to say every Atari game could fit on. How big were floppy disks? Like a meg?
No, they were like 5 kilobytes or
Oh.
something.
Okay.
You
More.
know what? I feel actually pretty ashamed that I don't recall.
Could every
this.
Atari game fit on a floppy disk?
No, I don't think.
But
so.
every Atari game could fit on the smallest SD card, right? Like even like a 256 meg. Oh yeah, easy. There's no way. I think so. Refights.
Robot Master refights, and then Wily.
Let's do this.
Cool.
So,
Good start. Could not have done that worse.
The ones that we're most familiar with, the 3.5 inch single-sided and double-sided 360 kilobytes and 720 kilobytes respectively. And then there are high-density 1.44 megabyte.
I want to say...
So not as little as I was saying, but not as much as Spencer.
I want to say that the 1.44 could fit a majority of Atari 2600 games. Because what's an Atari 2600 game? Like kilobytes? Right?
Oh, it's
not a meg.
I think kilobytes is like actually on the high end.
So there you go. Let's do it. Let's try it. Let's try to put every single... Look at that background, dude.
Looks very good. I think this looked like the same background that you commented on the first stage.
So good.
It might have been the same or just very similar.
Yeah. Gorgeous, mate. And for a game that was made in 3 months.
At the beginning of cartridge-based home gaming, ROM cartridges started at a capacity of 2 kilobytes. Wait, hold on. The capacity rose to 8 kilobytes in average for the pioneering Atari 2600.
Dude, easy.
Well, no.
You fit them all in one floppy.
No, because... Okay, wait, hold on. Kilobytes. 8
Oh,
kilobytes.
no, you couldn't, because that would be... That would be about 150, 200 games. There's more than that for the 2600.
It would take,
It'd be close, though.
A couple.
Yeah. Dude, this is super weak. Holy crap.
But remember...
I don't remember what this one was.
I don't remember what I was going to say either. I just kept saying remember to buy me time.
Remember?
You could install Doom with like 10 floppy disks.
What? Never seen that before.
And you can also install Doom mods that changed every enemy into Barney the Dinosaur.
I'm just saying...
And that was a big thing back in the day.
Nitro Man?
I'm just saying, for the size of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the newest one, including all the downloads and everything, it like literally gets upwards of like 150 gigs.
I have not even told you about my experience with that game.
You could literally put every game, and I want to say through the PS2 era, in terms of that size. I want to say literally up to the year 2005.
I don't know. I don't think you're wrong. Because
150 gigs.
Springman?
It's ridiculous. It is honestly ridiculous. I downloaded that game, right? I downloaded Warzone. And first of all, it took like a billion.
By the way, Trev, talk about a long cycle of iframes.
Yeah, so you were gone while we were fighting this, but you can see that I just missed that by like a frame or two. It's very actually tight timing.
Okay, yeah.
I don't even understand how that missed. I heard it hit.
But no, I downloaded Warzone.
This is the scariest one.
And I built my computer December of, not last year, but the year before. So December of 2018. And finished it in January of 2019.
So you pretty much are just tanking these hits then?
Yeah,
And
if you let him do what he wants, it's so much harder.
Warzone does not run on
And
my
last
computer.
one is Shade Man, so that's Rush Adapter.
Warzone. Well, okay, Warzone runs, okay, but it will shut down without an error message or code or anything after like 5 to 10 minutes. Specifically, like after I kill someone or get killed. Like it just.
Is this his official weakness?
His official weakness is that coil move. I actually have no idea what the official weakness of that fire move is. Because it's not Freeze Man. It does take a lot from Freeze Man, but it's not Freeze Man. Alright, time for Wily.
Let's do it. So, Ben, this is, I don't know if you remember, but this Wily is notoriously
This is bad.
difficult.
Now, I have 5 full heals with 4 E-Tanks and 1 S-Tank, so...
And save states.
I'm probably jinxing myself, but I essentially can't lose, as long as I just pay attention to my health.
I'm basically God.
Stop. Stop.
There is no way I cannot.
Alright, so this form only has 2 moves. He either hops or he throws out little...
and this is bad RNG.
The hopping is slower, but a lot easier.
Oh my god, and those little guys.
Is it even worth fighting him?
No, because they die when he lands again.
Oh. You know, I always found this boss synonymous, and I know it's very weird, with Castlevania Dracula X's final boss, Dracula, just because they're both Super Nintendo games with bosses that are, like, generally very difficult. I know Trevor's making it look easy, but this boss is super hard, especially, the final... Are there 3 forms or 2 forms?
There's only 2 forms, but Capsule Wily, I don't think the Big Skull one is too hard. But Capsule Wily is very hard, and his only weakness is the coil.
Let's go.
So the coil, at first I was like, this is the most awkward weapon, but it really isn't. So what you want to do is sort of jump. They have, those little balls have trajectories where they hone into you 2 times. So you want to jump and then get them higher in the air and then slide under them, and that generally works.
It just
but
takes forever.
if you don't know what you're doing, okay, so just for example, I got hit 1 time.
Oh my god!
Just for example.
Well, I got hit, not on purpose there. Come on.
Because I have such a love for demonstrating what happens.
Alright, so can I get a close one? Because when he gets close, I can hit him twice, and it's fine to tank the damage because it's just faster.
Imagine doing this with no E-Tanks, though.
I've never done it yet, no.
But yeah, I know the Castlevania, that was cool. The Castlevania Dracula X boss is harder than this, but this is also, all things considered,
Dude, that's
very difficult.
Good spawn. Or good, yeah.
I find,
spawn
I'm glad that
RNG.
most people agree that Dracula X's final boss is essentially impossible.
Well, it's just complete BS because half the stage is bottomless pits.
Yeah.
Like, that's not real difficulty.
No. That's why Castlevania 4 is the GOAT.
I mean, I kind of, like, hinted this to, Trevor before, but I've been playing a lot of, like, Symphony of the Night.
Ben was surprised to find out that Symphony of the Night's like $100. He was
Yeah.
like, how much is it? Like $20? I was like, Ben.
When we started, when
No.
Complete Box started, it was not like the
No.
highest price game. I was very surprised to find like all of the Final Fantasies like under $40 for PlayStation. And then
We did it!
Night,
Not a very good run. I'm not super happy with that, but I beat it on one
hey,
try.
we're proud of you. We're proud of you, and we're proud of this run.
It's also just hard to
You're good.
just sit down
we
and
appreciate you.
and just do it, you know?
You did. We talked
Okay, Ben, I
about
get it.
so many
Ben,
things.
stop. We're trying to just live our lives and go quietly.
I'm trying to
You
tell
gonna
you
trust
how proud I am of. It's whatever. If you don't appreciate.
Yeah, so Mega Man just wants to kill
Yeah.
Wily in this,
Wow.
which is pretty cool. I think it matches up with his sprite of how he's always like scowling and frowning. He's a bit bit edgier in this game for some reason.
So
and then Mega Man 8, he's like a little.
How big is like either Wily or Mega Man? Because Wily appears to be substantially bigger than Mega Man.
Well, Wily's probably a manlet, so he's probably like 5 foot flat, and Mega Man's probably like 4 feet. I mean, he's supposed to be a child.
That was very slow.
In this feature, everyone is short?
Yeah. He's just old.
I'm thinking Wily is 6'4".
Okay.
No.
You can think that, I guess.
Oh, inching?
Wily got saved.
What the howdy heck? Base? That's me.
That was very weird for a Mega Man game.
I think he's just hesitating of what to do, and that's why he said that hesitation will be your defeat.
No, just that he wanted to actually kill Wily.
I mean, Wily escaped prison. I mean, he went into prison 6 times, and all the times he has escaped in 1 second, so what can you do?
But it's like Batman and Joker. You just don't do it. Oh,
I mean,
look at that mode.
Realistically, Wily has probably caused a lot of human deaths.
Yeah, true. But again, it's Batman and Joker. Joker caused thousands of deaths, but Batman just can't do it.
So, there's really nothing else after this. So, gonna call it the end.
All right,
I did it.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Have a great night or day. And if Nick were here, he would say, "Bye, sheets." Bye.
Thank you, everyone.